Y'all not finna play her. I want to see her in the Fashion Nova. I want to see her in the Red Dolls. Okay, I want the paid sponsorship for the Curve collections. Sis is a plus size icon. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Cecily, also known as Bad Fat Black Girl. I'm a writer, I'm an entertainment journalist, I'm a trap feminist, and baby, they done gave T.S. Madison a show and I am here for it.
Period.
Yeah, that T.S. Madison. They done gave my good sis a show. It premiered on WeTV last night. It's called the T.S. Madison Experience. And I'm not gonna hold you, it's good, it's historic, it's for the culture. And I say that because T.S. Madison literally has been such an important part of the culture. Y'all use her for y'all little memes. She been running the internet. Y'all use her for y'all little reaction videos. She has been talking about pop culture. She has been dominating her own web series. And I just love a moment where we are willing to give black women, and especially black trans women, their flowers while they're still here to smell them. Run her flowers, run her coins, period. Before I dive into the show and what I kind of love about it, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and that you turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any updates from me. I am often putting you on your new favorite shows and things like that. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Now, the T.S. Madison Experience is framed around Madison essentially being the star of her YouTube empire and her YouTube show. If you follow her on YouTube, you know that she does Madison in the Morning, and she did Queen's Court. So she has a huge following on YouTube as a commentator and as this big personality. And sis is essentially trying to level up. That's the premise, at least for the premiere. And so we also get to see this kind of colorful cast of people that is around her. And that includes her daughter, who also plays kind of an assistant role, the person who edits all of her footage. She has a showrunner who's a little bit of a diva and doesn't like to say that, you know, they work for T.S. Madison, but that they work together with them. And then we also get to meet Madison's mom as well. And another big plot line is that she wants her homegirl, Tiffany, also known as New York, to come join the show as a permanent co-host because she thinks that that'll be really helpful and beneficial for the viewership. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know how I feel about this particular storyline because New York is one of those people who is also, I feel like, not given enough credit in terms of not having more like high profile shows and like television moments. But I also feel like there is a huge tendency to want to filter queer and trans folks through the lens of the straight women around them, and I don't always like that. Like, I definitely think Madison gets to stand on her own and can do that. And so, you know, I can see the allure for WeTV to really want to get, you know, Tiffany involved in this show to help boost ratings. But I don't know, y'all can let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about that. It just kind of was like, do we really need this? Like, is she gonna be, is New York gonna be like a regular part of this cast? I'm not really sure. That is to be determined. I'll let y'all weigh in on that. But I will say that Tiffany and Madison do seem to have a really genuine friendship and a really genuine connection. So it's also, it also comes out as very naturally. And I don't feel like anyone is parading the other one around as some kind of like accessory. And as I already mentioned, that's why it's lit that Madison even has this show in the first place, because in reality TV, we always have black, queer, and trans folks being like filtered and assigned to, you know, these straight people and these cis people, and that's not what we're getting here. Madison is surrounded by all these creative black queer hustlers and artists and essentially a community. We see the family that Madison has built around her. And we see it in a couple of different directions, because on the one hand, there's a moment in the premiere where Madison and her mom are talking about what it was like for Madison to go on this journey as a trans woman, and how that meant that she had to step away from her family in order to really settle into who she was, and to have Madison's mom talk about how abandoned she felt in that moment, that they were essentially, it sounds like they were kind of estranged, and Madison to really stand in that and say, yeah, it was messed up, but I had to do that for myself, and I had to do that in order to be the person that I am now, and so that we can now come together in this moment where we can have the best relationship. And it's clear that they love each other so much, and I cannot underscore how important it is for us to have representation of Black women and of Black people in general, especially of the Christian faith, who are able to still walk in a journey of love with their queer and trans kids. Like, that was so important. But then on the flip side of that, we also see Madison's relationship with Chi-Chi, who Madison identifies as her daughter. You know, this is another queer kid that Madison essentially took off the streets when they were a teenager. And that is a method of survival and kinship and community for queer folks when they find themselves out on the street, because, you know, their families and communities aren't generally accepting of them. And so Chi-Chi also kind of helps Madison out in an assistant capacity, but also like lives with Madison. And it's just like, it's just beautiful to see like such a real authentic representation of a pod of Black queer folks like that. So obviously, it goes without saying that this show is like a win for representation, but I also don't want us to just stop there in this conversation about the T.S. Madison experience. And that's really what I kept honing in on as I was watching it, because there were so many layers and so many different issues that were being addressed. And I don't think we need to be trying to put this show in a box, because like the truth is that, you know, we're addressing all of them. Madison's mom has a disability, and you know, for example, she has to cook sitting down because she's in pain. She's very worried about COVID because she has a pre-existing condition, and that in turn makes Madison more concerned about who is around and what they're doing and what the risks are associated with that. There's like this completely new take on what it means to have a family member with disabilities, and the fact that her mama also has so much personality. Even that representation of what people with disabilities looks like is necessary. That is the kind of, those are the kind of conversations that we need to be having about what people with disabilities bring to the table, what they mean to their families, and what they mean to our culture. Like, some of y'all people got disabilities. Like, what people have those. And we also have to talk about Miss Madison as a plus size icon. Listen, y'all not finna play her. I want to see her in the Fashion Nova. I want to see her in the Red Dolls. Okay, I want the paid sponsorship for the Curve collections. Sis is a plus size icon. There's literally a part in the premiere where she sits down in like a lawn chair and it like creaks, and then she's like, wait a minute, can I get up? Because sis hips then got caught up in the arms of the chair. I want y'all to sit here and act like y'all can't relate. Act like you can't relate. Right. But for real though, this is exactly why Black trans women need to be at the center of all of our conversations, not only about liberation and access, but also about representation. Because when we can get to the center of what their communities need, like, all of the rest of us will have what we need, because baby, they got it. All of it is happening right there. We have to stop trying to make stuff such like a singular issue. Just like Madison's personality is not singular or limited to the fact that she's trans, like trans experiences are not limited to that either. And I just think that this show like already is so important for what it's offering. Seriously. Now, here's what I will say. I don't know if it's because I watched it early and I watched it on my laptop. I do think that the quality of the actual show itself is is giving me great value a little bit, okay? It's giving, you know, 780p, okay? It don't feel like the 4K to me, you know what I'm saying? And the graphics kind of feel very, you know, Windows 2001, you know, but that's no fault of Madison's. I think that's the people that WeTV bought to do the stuff, and that's okay. they sent the, you know, they might have sent the B team, but that's okay because we gonna run them ratings up, and then for season 2 we gonna get the A team in there, so don't even trip. But I want to know if you've seen the T.S. Madison Experience yet. I want to know how you felt about the show, and also don't, if you are transphobic, or it should go without saying, like, you don't have to leave no comment. You can actually just block me and go. But anyway, I would love to know your thoughts about the show. Also put in the comments what your favorite T.S. Madison reaction or meme is. Because baby girl got a lot. Y'all already know what my favorite one is. It's this. It's that every time for me. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all are subscribed to my channel and that you have your notifications on, and please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, y'all.